Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Entrepreneur Power Hour with Kareem Mays and Chris Peters,
Yep.
Ron Lester, Bruce. Sorry, I don't know your last name. Bill Maybauer. And we're excited here. We're going to be talking about what it takes to be an entrepreneur. And I just got out of a mini snowstorm to get here on time, get my background going.
All good.
So when people think being an entrepreneur is all fun, it's really not. There's really a lot of sacrifice. There's really a lot of craziness. There's really a lot of different situations you have to do that teaches you about yourself. And try to break that paradigm of what people think an entrepreneur is, what versus what it really takes. So your input, guys, on what do you think it takes to be an entrepreneur, different challenges, and how did you deal with them? And maybe showing that it isn't it for everybody, but it is for people who are stronger willed.
Yeah. Bruce just informed us his last name is McKay. Thank you, Bruce.
Okay, Bruce McKay.
Could have unmuted and said that. That's fine. Anybody want to start us off? Tell us what you think it takes to be an entrepreneur.
Guts. Guts and persistence. A lot of organization. It's pretty much really the heart, the guts of the whole thing right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's like you said, it's not everybody is cut out for that.
Nope, you're right. I think I know for me it took a lot of pondering. I had to think about it a lot. I had to think, well, do I really want to be an entrepreneur? Like, is it something that I'm capable of doing? And then I thought, well, I can't stand working a normal job. That's why I have a delivery job, because I don't have to deal with the normal public, which in my city, I honestly can't stand most of those people. So, it was a natural decision for me. I think it was an evolutionary process, and it taught me to look within myself for the answers rather than looking outward and trying to get answers from the rest of the world. I thought, well, no, all the answers are within me. And I just need to mastermind with the right people like Ron and Mr. Bruce McKay here, and Bill and Kareem. And, it comes from knowing what you want, first of all, and having the inherent desire in yourself to say, you know what, I don't want to deal with bullshit. I want to deal with I want to create a life that I can be proud of. And that's where I'm at. I want to create a life where I can be proud of what I'm accomplishing and I'm contributing to other people's lives. That's more fulfilling than going to some boring job you can't stand every day. And basically just making enough money to live. I call a job just over broke. That's pretty much what it is.
I just read an interesting article, and it has a lot to deal with guys that are looking to start their own business. And every small business owner is an entrepreneur.
That's true.
And so one of the things, especially when they're looking to get started, they have to take a really cold, hard look at what they're going to bring to market.
Oh, yeah.
Not every idea is going to be the cream of the crop. And a lot of times, just to even get funding to start a business, you got to have a clear, concise solution to something. That's really what every business is about. Providing a solution to a need that somebody else has got.
I think our solution was just to find a place where people, entrepreneurs specifically, could come and mastermind, because a lot of different hangouts and different conferences I've seen were either really serious or really geared towards just maybe teaching, but people weren't interacting and masterminding as much in those. And to find an actual mastermind where you can learn, have fun, and then also just meet people, we didn't see that. We wanted to create that out of something. And then it became more also of creating content with different individual entrepreneurs. How did they get their start? What did they do? That's more the radio show. And it just keeps evolving into different ways to bring the world's entrepreneurs together in one community so they can all learn from each other and so we can all live good lives, better each other.
It's really funny you said that. I actually came up with something. I'll talk about that later with you guys, but I thought, it's really kind of interesting what you've got going here, because this is like a whole new revolution, a revolutionary new kind of radio, because you're talking networking, education, motivation. That's really a lot of basics that now I talked to a gentleman that's going to be on the air here on the show here in probably in a couple weeks, a financial advisor. And he was sitting there, he was saying, I really like the whole concept, because most networking events, if you've ever gone to like a Chamber of Commerce networking event or any other business networking event, you have like maybe 30 seconds. You really don't get a chance to know anybody. This is just evolutionary. This is a way of getting to meet other people that are in business, whether it's internet marketing, whether it's an actual brick and mortar business. It's a way of really developing a relationship with one another, and it's a more meaningful relationship, something that's going to be long term.
Yeah, I've had friends who would go to like meetup or jump into a network event, and they didn't really get to meet people as much as they'd like to. So this is definitely a place where you can do that. How's it going, Bruce?
Good. I agree with you guys. It's going pretty good. I'm just setting up with another site I joined called Opportunity Launch, and he's got a few courses on there on networking and a really sensible, different approach. Starting out by offering people something, anything, and talking to them and getting to know them first without, like they do on Facebook, where as soon as you try to talk to somebody, they try to pitch you instantly, and you just want to leave right away, right?
Mm-hmm.
But something like this is wide open, where we can talk and figure things out. There's better ways of doing it.
Absolutely.
I signed into there, and he's got a really good site, but he doesn't have enough backup support yet. And I think he's run by Coach Marcus and one other person. But he had about 15 videos on there, and I watched most of them that were to do with this type of networking marketing. And his ideas were right on solid with all the people that I've met in marketing and in entrepreneurship that have made millions already. So I'm going to stick with it. I paid him the $60 to join up and see what else he has to offer. And I'm just waiting to get it, my account upgraded, but he's so busy he hasn't got back to me. So
Yeah, I think it'll work out for you. Just see what it's all about. Bill, I did want to hear from you. I know your phone's dying, so any thoughts?
Not a whole lot, other than you got to believe in your product, and you've got to really know your product and believe in your product, and set a goal of what you're going to do and how you're going to go about it. Just do your steps and decide what you're going to do and go for it. That's about it.
Thanks, man. I always appreciate your input.
Yeah, so do I, Bill. Yeah, it's good. Anyone else? Julie Wolf, welcome.
Billy Wolf is in the house.
He's in the heezy, baby.
Sorry I'm late.
That's okay.
I had to get outside before it got dark.
There you go.
Something.
Well, welcome. Tonight we're talking about what it takes to be an entrepreneur, and we've all kind of elaborated on that. Now, Julie, how did you get started? I mean, what do you think it takes to be an entrepreneur? Take as long as you want to answer that.
I need to take some.
That's cool. No, it's open discussion, man. Don't worry about it.
The question came up, when you said the topic, it's like what, and I sent it to all of you on Skype, those who've added me, including Ron, I think. I saw you on LinkedIn today, Ron. I actually made it to LinkedIn. Anyway, what is an entrepreneur? What is an entrepreneur? So first, I'm not going to answer that one. You guys can answer that one. I'm going to answer, what does it take? Is that the question? What does it take to become an entrepreneur?
Yes. What does it take to be an entrepreneur? Yes.
What does it take? Well, I guess I'll use myself as an example. We'll see how that flies. I guess it takes, why did I never want to have a job? Let's see. What did that take? um, I knew that when I was a kid, and I pretty much successfully done. I tried it for a while, and I discovered I wasn't employable. I was too wild. So, I guess entrepreneurs are creative. They like to create their own stuff. They like to follow their own impulses. They like to take action. That's a good one. I bet that's already been shared, right? And they're free spirit.
It hasn't been shared yet.
No,
so.
it's like, I'm me. It's only one of me. It's okay that I'm different. That's maybe an entrepreneur.
Yep. Awesome points. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. That's pretty much my entire life. I never really wanted to have a job because that seemed like slavery to me.
It is.
I love being creative.
Yes.
I love taking action. It probably to be more successful than I am, it would require focus. Although, we'll find out. What I'm doing seems to be working. So, but I just follow my impulses, and I pray a lot so that those impulses come from my highest consciousness, my highest self, and God, if you will, the source. And so, and I had years and years and years of every time I woke up, I'd have one idea, and it's sort of in that place where you're remembering your dreams, but you're not quite awake and you're checking them out. Because when you wake up, it's like, where did the dream go, right? In that kind of place in my subconscious, I'm awake, but I'm still with my kind of dream consciousness. I started exploring things that came to me in my dreams, and I go, oh my God, I could do that. I could do that. And it's like I have to jump out of bed and take action on all these ideas. So what I've done is, I've unfortunately, I let my consciousness fall a little bit. I think it happens when you're a human. And I got overwhelmed with all my ideas. So I think some of those things are probably typical of entrepreneurs. And that's where I say the focus comes in. But on the other hand, if you really pray, for guidance from your highest, truest self, from the source, from God, and you act on those impulses, I think we're being guided with our impulses, what will get us to what it is that we really want if we're very focused on what we want. I wanted to save this house, and I did it. How's that for an answer? Little story in there.
I liked it.
Oh, good.
Good to meet you, Julie.
Yeah, good to meet you, Bruce. Were you on 2 weeks ago?
No, I run into you on your YouTube channel. We chatted a bit.
Oh, really?
I was watching some of your videos, and you picked me up in the comments. And
oh, that's awesome. It's a small, really big social media world out there.
Yeah, what I wanted to ask you was, when you have you say these dreams, you pray, and these dreams come to you at night sometimes. I have the same thing. Do you write them down first thing in the morning so you don't forget them?
Well, that's the best. Yeah.
That's what I have to do, because otherwise it's gone, My mind doesn't hold things very good.
But I think, we should do one about dreams and subconscious guidance and stuff like that. That would be really fun. Who almost said something?
Yeah, I was going to say, I keep a dream journal.
Yes. I think you could tell me, because I haven't actually, well, I probably have. Anyway, you got to write down like the key thoughts before they start like mushrooming into more ideas. As you change your consciousness back into the physical world, you're less in touch with your subconscious. And it changes like if you try to tell someone a dream while you're telling them, it's changing.
I'm a writer, so I like it when if they don't make any sense at all, I'll go and take like snippets from a dream one day, and then how the story's going to change, I have no idea. Cool.
Yeah. I mean, you can make your content. That's what I gave a training on today, was engagement and social media and Skype, And you could create, and how to do that with, engaging content. And if it comes from your dreams, it's backed by something emotional within you. And emotional stuff that you share is very easy to, we lost somebody. Where's Chris? You moved places. That's the stuff that's easy to engage with. So yeah, you could take the like totally raw, like what the heck was I thinking? And then you can look at that from different consciousnesses that day or other days. Other days it might be like, oh, well, too late. We'll have to catch it on the next, round.
I have a friend that's a psychologist, and one of the things he was saying is that he recommends highly that everybody keeps a dream journal because it's answering something that's either it's something coming from a higher power, or something that's really eating you from within that needs to be addressed.
Right, and that stuff that's eating us from within, that's cutting edge stuff. I mean, if you think, oh, this is just about my inner child having problems because my mommy or daddy did this or that, that's the cool stuff. That's the cool stuff. That's the cutting edge stuff. That's if you want me to say something really wild here. Ready? God is always transcending itself, herself, himself. What do I want to say? God is always transcending himself. It's like the goal is, continuous. You get to God and he's already moved forward, she, whatever. But yeah, so us and our conflicts and what we think is our lowest consciousness, that's what's the cutting edge stuff that's helping all of us grow, the whole collective consciousness, the whole humanity. And I think that's really cool stuff. So anyway, entrepreneur, you want to get back to that?
Yeah, I think, no, but we could do something like chasing your dreams, literally, and then writing down stuff, because sometimes your dreams have a lot more significance than you think.
Yeah.
What it takes to be an entrepreneur, maybe you're like struggling in your business one day and you wake up and you're like, I got it. And that's a lot more rational than like, I got it and, the burning bush told me. So you can definitely look at dreams as a way to actually start a business. I'm sure a lot of people have.
I was going to say at least 75 to 80% of the business owners I've talked to, it all spawned from a dream. It came from dreams. It's what led them to doing whatever they do.
That is very awesome. I mean, I think there's stuff in history about our famous humans in life. That I keep saying humans. That a lot of it came from dreams, that and not giving up from all their failures, right? It came from inner guidance. It came from dreams, the final solution.
Heck, that was the way Ford started. Here's Henry Ford. He had a dream, and he was like, wait a minute, there's got to be a simpler way.
Yeah.
It hadn't been for that dream.
Right.
Somebody, some other car maker would have eventually come up with the idea.
Yeah, I'm sure it hit, a few consciousnesses, and he's the one that took action on it and kept his passion going, or got other people to, enrolled other people in his projects.
And God forbid, Thomas Edison, come on, 1,093 patents. That guy was a dream guru. I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah. Imagine if he gave up, we wouldn't have a light bulb.
Oh, yeah. Boy. I bet we wouldn't even have the internet. I don't know. It'd be kind of dark if these webcam things.
Yep. You got it, Park Pontiac.
I missed it. I missed what you guys said about what you think it takes to be an entrepreneur or whatever. But what it.
Well,
what's in the video, but continue the conversation.
I had said that it takes. For me, it took a lot of reflection, and it took a lot of self-evaluation of myself.
Oh, that's very good. Yeah.
And it took a lot of understanding that it's a tremendous amount of responsibility. But here's the thing. I don't want to work for some job I can't stand for the rest of my life. Now, luckily, I have a job that I can stand. I deliver news and mail for a living, which is pretty cool. I mean, I work 3 hours a day and I make enough money to live on, which is really good. I work smart in that regard, not hard. And I also have another way that I generate some income as well. And so I got, two sources of income, and then I also get some money from the government because they help me out with the rest of what I can't pay for, which is really cool. So, but I mean, for me, it took a lot. Like I said, it took a lot of looking in the mirror and realizing that I wanted to inspire people, and that I have a gift to inspire people, and that I want to share that gift with people, and I want people to know that they can get off the treadmill and they can get out of the rat race if they have the awareness, first of all, and they have to know what it takes. They have to understand it's a huge responsibility, and it puts a lot on you, and you have to hold yourself accountable for everything you do. You have to be your own inspiration. You have to be your own motivation. You have to be, you can get motivation and inspiration from other people, but that burning hot desire, that has to come from you. Mm-hmm. Nobody else can give that to you. Nobody can hand that to you on a silver platter. So I think it takes a lot of personal discipline and responsibility, for sure, as well.
A lot of goal setting as well. It's because they're entrepreneurs. I really think the beauty about being an entrepreneur is you can be as big or as small as you want to be. It depends on what your goal and what your ambition is. Personally, I don't need to be a multi-billionaire. That's not me. I don't care. I want to be comfortable. That's great. Just being comfortable, that doesn't mean I'm not successful. It means I'm as successful as I want to be. Bite me anyway if you feel any differently. If I'm comfortable, that's all I need.
Right.
Yeah, you can have one patent, or you can have 150, or you can have as many as you want. And the nice thing is that it takes what you're willing to put in. Like Edison tried over, he said, I found 999 ways that didn't work. So you can keep trying. That the only hard part is you got to motivate yourself to do it.
Agreement was 9,999
or 9,999. But
sorry. That's just a big difference between 1,000 and 10,000, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. The exact number.
What are we numbering?
It was 9999, 4 nines. So, yeah. But anyway, the point I wanted to make, not necessarily the number, is as long as you're willing to go through however many times it takes. Hopefully it doesn't take that many if you're working smarter. But you're still going to have, if you're willing to go through that, you can create a comfortable lifestyle. If you're willing to go through even more of that, maybe you can create the multi-billion-dollar lifestyle. It's just a matter of putting things in perspective of how much you want to go through and what do you want to do. And there's Doug.
Yes. There's Doug.
Hey, guys.
Hey. Yeah, I got a relative that he's content just creating. He's not a business owner. He never wants that, but he'll design all sorts of different doodads or whatever you want to call it, and he's content with that. He knows he doesn't know business, so why would he want to be a business owner? Instead, he's happy just giving the patent out to somebody else to let them run with it. Now he just sits back and collects whatever they give him.
Interesting. Bruce is back. We missed you, Bruce.
Bruce, where did you go? We were so sad.
Yeah. So, Doug, tonight we're talking about what it takes to be an entrepreneur and our experiences and how we got started. So what do you think it takes to be an entrepreneur, Doug? Welcome back, by the way.
That was my reaction. Exactly.
It takes beat your head against the wall till you bleed through every orifice. Dedication, determination, never quit, never stop, never give up, never say I won't make it, never say die.
Yep. There you go.
Yep.
And then it takes a whole lot of hard work and luck and experience and everything else on top of that to actually have it happen.
Yes, it does.
A lot of self-struggle in there, for sure.
But you know what? Hey, someone else is here. Francis Richardson! Yay!
It's Fran. Fran's in the house.
Another Carolina Panthers fan. Right on, Francis.
Yeah, well, they could have done better, but
Hey, we'll talk about that after. I think they did amazing for what they had to work with against Denver's defense. But anyway, yeah. So how's it going?
Hi, Julie. It's good to see you back. Ron, Kareem.
Hi there, Francis.
Hi, Chris.
Francis!
Well, she made it.
I did. I got slammed at the last minute. Nobody understands the English. Do not disturb. What about this do you not understand? And you call in on my private line and everything else.
Oh.
Well, at least it wasn't a do not disturb sign on your door.
Well, they'd probably break a window to get in. It's.
I was going to say, if it was Skype, you put yourself on Do Not Disturb, and you can't get a call that way.
You should say the first thing to have what it takes as an entrepreneur is actually read Do Not Disturb. You need to read signs. So you don't bad.
Nobody ever gave him a handbook that says, read the fine print.
Sometimes you just got to bowl right through. No, this is right for me. I'm following my impulse. I'm going to go for it.
Well, I'm glad I gave you enough advanced notice that you could join us again tonight.
Yeah, I was talking to her today too, Francis. So.
I never saw that, Francis. Was that on Skype?
Or yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know why it didn't come up, but maybe you were offline. We were offline at the wrong times. But Chris did an amazing job of follow-up, which an entrepreneur needs to do. Is follow-up, and Chris has been using Skype quite effectively, I might add, doing follow-up with me to get me here.
And stay away from naysayers. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to keep your mindset.
Josh Bendowski joined us. Hey man, how's it going?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Holy smacks, dude! It's been too long, Josh.
It's been a while, man. It has been.
How's you and your family doing? Everything good?
Everything's really good, man. Really exciting, really good.
Glad to hear that, buddy. Tonight's topic is what it takes to be an entrepreneur, Josh, and I know you have a lot of experience and you've been all around the world. So give us some enlightenment here, man. What do you think it takes to be an entrepreneur?
Before I do that, I just want to congratulate you on putting this background up, the Entrepreneur Power Hour.
Oh, isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it looks great, man. You did a good job.
Yeah, Kareem's got one too, but it's lopsided.
Let me see. How do I see his video? How do I see him?
Oh, you just have to. You can't see Kareem?
I can see him up here small, but can I make him big? I want to see
him. Let me talk. I'm talking. Yeah.
Okay,
that's how it works. You can only see someone when they're talking. That's how they like the video. So if someone's not talking, you can make funny faces.
Actually, you can go up to the top, and there's a little deal that you can put everybody on the same screen.
Gallery view. Yeah.
On his phone, if Josh is on his phone, though, it might be different.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, I like them. I like the backdrops. I think they look good. I
recognize the pictures of the two of you on the. What is that? A blanket behind you, Kareem?
Chris
on the left.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. They're now selling their blankets. It's $20 a pop.
Yeah, we're going to be selling T-shirts, blankets. Everything must go. Yeah, we're going to look at
Entrepreneur Power Hour hoodies.
I like it. I'll buy one.
Welcome to the EPH.
Yeah. So yeah, Josh, that's what we're talking about tonight. So yeah, what do you think it takes to be an entrepreneur, Josh? And based on all your experience and persistence, what does it take?
There you go. The persistence, man. It takes persistence. That's 100% certainty. And from my perspective, I'm just going to speak for myself and passion. You gotta really enjoy what you're doing. If not, it's very hard to be an entrepreneur because, as everybody knows, and I don't know how many people we got on this program tonight, but
7 others with you. We got 8.
Okay. Yeah, we got a good group then.
Yes, we do.
As you all know, being an entrepreneur is sales. I mean, the heart of every entrepreneur is you have to be doing sales. If not, you're just got an idea and you're sitting in your living room with that idea without sales. And so Sales, as everybody knows, comes with a lot of rejection. I experience it every day, and if I wasn't so excited and passionate about what I did, that can be a real turnoff, and I think that's why most people who aren't entrepreneurs can't really understand why we get into this, doing our own thing, because you got to really get out of your comfort zone. You got to sell. You got to get people interested in what you're doing, and you got to close deals. If not, you'll be just an idea man. And so that's what it takes. It takes sales. So bottom line is, it takes sales skills. To be an entrepreneur, to be a real entrepreneur, you have to become proficient at sales, and that can kind of be a grounding process to become to learn how to become a good salesman, because all the material is good, and I've read close to 1,000 books.
Wow.
Yeah, not all of them are sales, but a lot of them are geared towards sales and becoming a charismatic individual, which I'm trying to get there. I'm doing my best, But anyway.
Turn your video on.
It's my thing. I've got so many programs open on my computer that you can see a picture of me. Just type in Josh Bendowski. See my name. Just click pictures. There's a lot of pictures of me online. But anyway, we can find me on Facebook too. We can become friends on Facebook. But yeah, so to become good at sales is a key to it. And then even if you're good at sales and you're not passionate, I don't believe that you'll put up with the rejection that comes with starting your own thing, And so those are kind of the two keys that I have, is be persistent, be passionate, and become good at sales. There's my 2 cents. Take them for what you paid for them.
I think that's an important element of it, Josh. But wouldn't you also say that it takes a desire to help other people and help people to get free of the BS?
Yeah. So one of the most interesting concepts that I ever heard was the fastest way to become wealthy is to help everybody else get what they want. And so if you can get into a business format that you're helping people get what they want, they'll pay you for that. And so I'm right along with you there, that is the key. So if you're not helping people get what they want.
Bendowski.
Yeah, Josh Bendowski. I think it's
on Facebook. Josh.
On Facebook. I don't know if you put a dot. Just search me.
No, it's just Josh space Bendowski.
Yeah. And then I got it says my banner. What's that?
That's him right there.
Oh, is this somebody's screen? Yeah, that's me. That's me right there.
Josh.Bendowski, Facebook.com, Josh. But if you just search for a name, that would also work.
Okay. I guess I didn't see what you're talking about. Hey, look at me. There I am. I'm on TV again. It's
wow.
Hey, you got featured tonight. You're famous. Media.
I can't wait till that's me and Kareem, man. That's awesome. Wow, dude.
You'll get there. You'll get there, man. Just go for it.
Yeah, we are.
I need to get good with Photoshop. Just
By the way, your son's going to be a lady killer, man. That kid's eyes, man. Holy mackerel. Your son could have women, knocking on his door for days on end, man.
Absolutely. I sure appreciate that. I'll tell you a funny story that's not related to anything.
Sure.
So when I go and give presentations, I do a lot of networking events. And so I go and give presentations in front of 50, 100 people all the time, right? And as they introduce me, I always have them say this in front of the crowd, that I'm so excited for in the future, for when my son is at high school and he's talking to the cheerleaders, and the cheerleaders say, is your name really Cash Money? Like your dad calls you Cash Money? And he looks back at him and he says, yes, and my nickname is Handsome.
Wow.
So
there you go.
So I'm programming him to be even more successful than I am. And
Cash?
Yeah, his name is Cash. Yep.
When I grew up, I had there was a friend of my mom's, my dad's best friend, named his son Cash.
Yeah.
So there's somebody out there with the first Cash that's probably about in their 40s, I guess.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
That's great.
No, that's cool.
So is it like is it first name is Cash Money, or where does the money come in?
No, the money's a nickname. Yeah, no, money. His middle name is Josh. The money is just his nickname. But his name is Cash, spelled C-A-S-H, like money. So his name's Cash. And I always spell it with a dollar sign.
That's interesting.
I always spell it with a dollar sign. So.
Awesome. Yeah, one thing I was going to say, sales and entrepreneurship, you got to take no's, because some people are going to say, no, that's not a good idea. But if you get dissuaded by the no's and say, oh, I made so many calls or I hit so many people up, they're saying no, maybe it's a bad idea. Maybe I should quit. And if we had done that, we'd never be here because of some of the people. But I want to welcome our friend Nando. Chris have known Nando for a while. Nando, do you have a mic? Can you hear us?
Hey, Nando.
Not enough.
Nando from the Netherlands.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, bud.
Nando!
Hey, how you doing, man?
Wow. What's up? What's with your background there?
Yeah, I just have something on my camera because my laptop is broken and I use a screen in front of my laptop, so you'll see the back of my or my screen. So I just put a paper on the camera there.
Intriguing. There's words there. Would be beneficial.
Yeah, it's from the Think and Grow Rich.
Hey,
There you go.
right on, man. Well, it's good to have you here. It's been a long time. So tonight we're just talking about what it takes to be an entrepreneur, and we're getting different inputs from many different people here. And so, Nando, in your experience, I mean, what do you think it takes to be an entrepreneur?
Don't be a follower. Think for yourself.
Yep.
And go find what you really like to do and make money doing it.
There you go. Wow.
So go in a different direction than the crowd. Follow your own drummer, so to speak. Is that what you mean by follower? I like that.
Yeah. And if you follow the crowd for a while, take the stuff that works and twist it in your own way and use your own words, your own ways of doing stuff, and move forward without the crowd and have them follow you.
Wow, I like it. I like it a lot. I definitely do that.
The beautiful part about being an entrepreneur today is technology's really made things a lot easier to raise the money to even start your own businesses anymore. Used to be you'd have to go in front of either somebody like a venture capitalist or that you have to go to the bank, and now it's as simple as finding if you got a lot of friends, you can bootstrap your way to starting your business. So it's so much easier today, I think. At least in my opinion.
Oh, no, you're right. I mean, social media really, it helps us connect. I mean, we get to meet great people like Ron, Lester, Julia Wolf, Nando Van Berlo, Josh Bendowski. I mean, Bruce McKay. Who else is here? Everybody. Doug Doherty.
Yeah.
I mean, we've met some really amazing individuals through doing this, just from starting a YouTube show. And Francis Richardson as well, so I didn't get you here. Sorry. But, I mean, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you guys. You guys are what make this possible for us, and that's what inspires us to keep doing this every week. We're like, well, we got people who are starting, depending on us to do this mastermind, and we're coming up with some really awesome ideas. We're going to have some big names on coming up in the next couple of weeks. Thank you to Mr. Ron Lester for that. He has been hooking us up with some really cool people. And I know that the more we do it, the bigger it's going to get. And I'm not quitting. I got no intentions of going anywhere. And that's what it takes. And when people do that and you put enough effort into something, you start to reap the rewards of your labor. The fruits start coming. It starts growing, and that's just the way it is. I mean, you can't put hard work into. You need to put hard work into it before you start seeing any results, and that's like anything in life. Doesn't matter what you do. If you want to get great at something, you have to make mistakes. You have to do it the wrong way a few times, maybe more than you want to. But you know what? eventually you figure out the right way of doing it, and then it's just all uphill from there. You know, you're just climbing the mountain, and you're going to get to the top. So thanks, guys.
Thanks for that, Chris. I really enjoyed that. And one thing I was going to say, like, because me and Chris were following, I think, for a while, like Nando was saying, and then eventually we took some of the good nuggets we got from other things, and then we started doing this, but it was just me and him, and then we were just at the bottom of the mountain climbing up. But really what it took was a lot of times where it was just me and him, maybe a couple other people would join, and then sometimes you start to get discouraged and you think, is this really worth it? But I'm going to pursue, and I'm going to still show people that this is my dream. And then eventually people see that this is your dream, and they want to be part of it. And then the best thing is they can create their own dreams through this. They saw, oh, Kareem and Chris did it. Well, I have a dream of creating my own show for people on Skype, or creating my own show for people who are good with media, network marketing, whatever it is that you do. And then you just create this awesome thing where entrepreneurs are helping others, not only through just hangouts and stuff, but by getting together, by interacting on social media, and just creating a community.
Yes, community is really, really important. I wanted to add to what Chris said, because that was pretty awesome, Chris, too, and Kareem.
Thank you. Appreciate those kind
You know,
words.
I love the concept of, put in a nutshell, failing fast. The more failures you can have, the sooner you'll get. It's like fail as fast as you can, because you need you really need lots and lots of failures in order to learn.
Yeah.
You know, actually, it's really funny you said that. I had a buddy who started off really fast. I mean, really, really fast. He had just lightning in a bottle almost. And sure, what he didn't anticipate was some bump in the road, and it just shattered him. I mean, it was just unexpected, and it went downhill from there really fast. So you're absolutely right. I prefer getting the failures out of the way sooner than later, because if you grow that fast, no matter what type of business it is, and you're not prepared for it, well, it could really derail you.
Yep.
Yeah,
You have to learn to fail forward, right?
Yes.
Fail forward.
Fail forward. Also, welcome, Mr. Carl Davis. How are you doing today?
Oh,
Hey, Carl.
Hey, Carl.
Carl.
Hey, Carl.
Although I couldn't get on with my regular computer, I had to get on with my laptop.
That's fine. You're here. We got a full panel, guys. Awesome.
Hey, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad I made it. I was really struggling with the other computer because I just had to be here, one way or another.
Thank you.
Said, well, I'm going to try the old laptop to see if it's going to bring in the signal, because, teamwork makes the dream work. And if we don't get out there and become the team, the dream won't work.
That's right.
And that's what I think you guys are going to. Because oftentimes we don't think about what we're doing and how we affect others in what we do. We never think of that, really. I mean, then we really don't work on ourselves long enough until we realize that it's like we have to work on ourselves.
Yep.
Because if we don't work on ourselves, who's going to?
You got it.
Who's going to? So you have to put that in perspective. Well, I need to build myself up so I can be able to communicate and be able to be the leader that I want, and to have that community of people, just as Julie has her own little Skype community and so many other communities that are on Skype and Facebook. But first you got to be the leader. You got to know what you want. You got to know what to say, how to do it. In order to do that, that's all in self-development.
Yep.
Self-development. And that's what I'm so happy with. Pay me what I'm worth. I'm so happy with the Stepping Stone mentoring for free. I'm so happy with the person that started me in the network marketing, kept saying teamwork makes a dream work. Teamwork makes a dream work. And if it's up to me, it's up to me. That's what he kept saying.
Wow.
Because that's where it is. If it's to be, it's up to me.
Some of those cliches really work, don't they?
Well, Carl, I'm glad you joined us tonight.
Yes.
Thank you, Francis.
You're having major problems with your laptop today, and we spoke over Skype, and you're coming through clear as a bell tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, that was awesome, Carl. Thank you. That was very good. I like it a
Yeah,
lot. I love building community, and I think it does take a village. It does take a team to make to birth and grow
You know what?
the child.
I just came up with a new meaning for the word fail. Freedom, aspiration, inspiration, longevity.
Well, that's good.
Very good. Very good.
Let's make a meme.
We should, yeah. Let's get into memetics now. Oh, good Lord.
Put it on the thumbnail for this video when it goes on YouTube.
Or a T-shirt.
I can get it, Doug. Much entrepreneur, so learning, very inspirational.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, how much would you say, as far as entrepreneurial, how much would you say a logo plays into branding yourself?
You know, I came up with I designed this is the YouTube art that I designed for this. I designed this background, and yeah, there's not an E there, but whatever. I made a spelling mistake, but I left it alone because I'm like, you know what, whatever.
It's an attention grabber.
People know what the hell it says, and if they don't, well, then they need to go back to school. But anyway.
It fits on the page. That's the main thing.
Get a better mindset. They need to work on themselves more, like Carl said.
Yeah. But, I mean, I think a logo is important, and you need something that's going to grab attention and that's going to hold someone's attention. But more than the logo, it's what's behind it. What's behind the logo, and that's us. That's the mastermind. And what's behind the name, the Entrepreneur Powwow. And we're going through a lot of channels to make this the best show possible for entrepreneurs, the best platform. I mean, we don't ever want to stop improving this. We're on a never-ending mission to make this show always better. Always better. Oh, cool. Doug's showing us something.
Great, Doug. I like that.
Yeah, did you design that?
Actually, this one I had made a long time ago. I've designed some similar things, but this one was actually made by somebody else.
Cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm actually using this on a new website I just put out.
Great.
Great. It does look great.
I like the curve.
Now I got to do is figure out how to get my screen to stop sharing.
I love the top, but there's a red next to the green that says stop sharing. At the top.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
That is a beautiful logo. I really like that. I like
We
the
still
curves.
got to get with you, Doug, and you wanted me and Cream to help you with something. What was that you wanted our help with?
Well, I mean, I was working on that webinar, but I've actually been doing something else for now, and I'm still going to be finishing that up. But I've got most of it done. I got to finish out the last, 10, 15 minutes of it.
Okay.
Of the webinar.
Okay.
And it's actually that where I need the help is probably in trying to decide if I'm doing it in the best direction, as far as like the layout of it, and
sure.
if I can, rolling it into the sale of the product and everything else that I'm trying to do with it. That's really where I need to help. But
yeah, you could even present that on the show. I mean, we're kind of changing things up. The first Tuesday of every month, we're going to do a training on social media or something in that regard, something that relates to social media. And the second Tuesday, I think, is going to be a personal development topic like this. The third Tuesday, like Ron and I were brainstorming a lot of ideas. So we're going to get together and we're going to discuss some, because we want to change it up. We want to have a different, like more than a different topic, but a different, what would you say that is, Ron? A different, what did we talk about today?
I'm sorry, I lost you there. I was doing something.
We were talking about different stuff we want to bring to the show each week instead of just personal development. And, we want to add some new elements to this. What were we talking about today?
Oh, I was talking about, we were talking a little bit about the almost revolutionizing the show, making it more like a motivational, inspirational, educational, a little bit of networking.
Yeah.
And there was a couple other things that were just kind of thrown around, but eventually there's a lot that we're looking at doing with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like mentoring, perhaps?
Yeah, there's another one we could do. Yeah.
I mean, that'd be great.
In certain stages of mentoring, Chris was always good at personality color training. That might be a variance. You know, a little refresher course on personality color training.
That's something I could do. That's a good idea, Carl.
And at least run it through like you used to talk it. I mean, talk to talk, walk to walk, and you used to. Let's bring it.
Yeah, you're right. I should do a training on personality colors. I could do that. Yeah.
That'd be cool, yeah. And then it'd be like this, what's a green, what's a blue? And people are like, what? And then you actually show them and you can interact with somebody. It would be amazing.
The other thing we're thinking about was bringing in, more people that are in more specialized fields, so that you can get an education on financial. Maybe like here we got a guy who's going to be he's a financial advisor. Maybe get some actual really good pointers from people that are actually in this industry. Maybe they're an attorney. Maybe we get some attorneys on here. Get some really different types of fields on the show to really gain some interesting knowledge.
Edgar Snyder on the Entrepreneur Power Hour.
Well, I'm really.
I'd be happy with a good tech guy. Do tech stuff.
I'm really interested in hearing Julie train us a little bit more about Skype. Maybe she could step up there and.
Yes, she could. Yep.
I'm really excited about that because I always wanted to know about Skype more.
Yeah, there's a lot to it for sure. Maybe once a quarter. I mean, you guys have so much content that you need to share. You don't need any more than that often anyway.
Well, no, but the first Tuesday though is our social media. So every first Tuesday we're going to do something different on social media. So you could do your Skype thing. You could do your Skype thing on the first Tuesday of a month. Just pick one and we'll book you in. No problem.
Okay, that's great. First Tuesday. Yeah. I have 4 topics at See You on Skype at my membership site, seeyouonskype.com.
Well, you could do that then.
The four. Well, it's just interesting. It's maybe this would be a model for you for your topics too. I don't know, but the first week is and I was wondering how they match because mine are on Tuesdays in the morning. Several hours earlier than yours, and I can invite my people to yours, and you can invite we could sort of get a theme going and really inspire people to take some, very creative, constructive action.
That sounds like a hell of an idea.
So the topics that I cover, the first, if you want me to.
Ron's screen sharing.
Okay. There's a logo I designed.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, decent.
Very nice.
I like that.
That's very decent. It's very nice. Pretty excellent.
I like that one.
Yeah.
So pretty. Nature, look at the stream. So the way I scheduled mine is the first Tuesday. It's at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So yours is 7:30 Eastern time. So we've got lots of hours in between to actually get some work done.
Yep.
Stay focused and work hard. Anyway, the first Tuesday is marketing. It's Skype marketing. And in fact, I want to bring more social media into my business and train people that are, maybe they're on Skype and they're on Facebook and that's it, mm-hmm. And maybe they don't know what to do with either of those, let alone all the other social media that are out there from Instagram to YouTube to G+ to LinkedIn, et cetera, Pinterest. And anyway, so that's the first week is Skype marketing. And then the second week, and I talk about list building in Skype, segmenting your list. If you're a list builder, you want to segment your list so that you're following up with relevant information that people actually can and want to engage with, click through and participate, share and comment. And so that's the first week. The second week, the second topic on Tuesday is for my members is Skype rooms or building community. And community is, what's the thing about the team, the dreamy team? You've got
dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work. So yeah, building community, having a tribe. I love that one. which is, you do that with getting more followers and engaging with them, listening to them, participating with them, having them participate with you. So building community is the second week, and how you do that with Skype, and then how you do that in social. And I did that training today. Not that it won't come up again, maybe in a year, because I have so much content to share. But maybe a couple times a year we'll do that. But that's the second week, is building community. And of course, for me, it's about Skype, but it's very much about building community on social also. And any forums and membership sites, that are in your niche. I had somebody with a broadcast I sent using a Skype tool to all my members today. I used the word niche, getting unlimited traffic to your niche, with a underused app. And that was Skype. Anyway, he said, "What's a niche?" Oh, you never can assume anything, can you? So I went back to my rooms and I said, "Hey, you guys, how would you define a niche?" And I just, on the fly, I came up with a description for him. And first, I wanted to see what would come out of me. And then I Googled it. And I got a lot of interesting things. One person made a meme. They made an image, a little bubble with, "What's a niche?" And then he put his answer about your avatar. And I got a lot of really good answers that way. Anyway, so that's the second week. I'm sorry, I got distracted. And then those are the most powerful ones, is the Skype marketing, Skype for Business, Skype marketing, first week. And then the second week is building community or using group chat in Skype. And then the third and fourth weeks are about Skype hack, safety, and recovery, backing up your Skype, using Skype backing up your Skype contacts and history, and all kinds of silver linings when you get hacked, and how important it is to recover. And also, the last week I cover Skype tips, which people ask me questions. I must have done 5 videos today, and I just do a video to show them. And so I'm creating content all the time. And, when somebody asks me a question on Skype about Skype, I will, if I don't already have the answer, and because Skype's constantly changing, I get to be fun and creative, like I talked about in the beginning. An entrepreneur is creative. And I make little Skype tips to answer people's questions with, media, with video and images and stuff. So those are the 4 topics that I cover in my membership each, the first 4 weeks of the month. And if here's an entrepreneurial tip. If you do that, at some point you want to, if there's a fifth week in a month, take it off. Don't schedule it. So anyways, if those match with what you guys are doing, that would be real interesting. Even if it's not, the same day. If it's, next week, at the Power Hour, we're going to see how you do this marketing stuff.
Yeah, you can bring anything you want on the show, Julie. Don't matter. Just let us know ahead of time so we can let people know what the topic's going to be and what we're doing. That's all we ask.
Well, that's what I would do, is I would...
And it has to be before Tuesday, so not on the same day. Like, give us a few days' notice.
Well, I usually take what your topic is, and that's what I share to invite people. So if you give me enough notice...
Oh, no, me and Kareem are going to get better at that, because we didn't have this... We didn't even do it.
Like, I have this list, a segmented list in Skype for entrepreneurs. If you guys are connected to me on Skype, I told people today, send me a PM, a private instant message.
Yeah.
And let me know if you want to be in my entrepreneur list, because you will get an invitation to this Power Hour probably.
Thank you.
I do. I've been following you for a long time. Ever since Leon Watson introduced me to you. He says, "You want to know anything about Skype?" He says, "She knows a lot about Skype."
Well, we can go on between you and me. How you ended? I'm like, Bruce knows me from YouTube. It's like, wow, this social stuff works. Anyway, Carl, just put it in my Skype that you want to be in my entrepreneur Skype list, and I'll send anything relevant to you, and it's a follow-up Skype list about being an entrepreneur. So
thank you, Julie.
You're welcome.
I can't get Skype to work for me. It keeps crashing. Crashing my computer.
Oh, that was you. No wonder I've heard it before. Yeah, I can help you with that if you like. Just but
Yeah, I was on it today, and it sure enough, 15 minutes later, right down. I'm like, oh, jeez.
You can use older versions of Skype, and it won't be as, won't do that as much.
Oh, boy.
Skype for entrepreneurs. So, yes. What does it take to be an entrepreneur?
Dedication.
You got that one right, Carl.
You really do have to be fearless.
Thank you, Francis. Go for it. We haven't heard from you. What do you think it takes to be an entrepreneur, Francis?
I think it takes a lot of friends. It needs to stay in touch with those friends. You need to nurture any opportunity that you're
Kareem, that's nice.
And keep it in front of other people. If you don't keep it in front of the people, then they're just going to forget with the volume of things that come online daily, let alone weekly.
Mm-hmm.
You're just going to get lost under the heat.
Excellent, Francis.
Of the traffic.
Excellent, Francis.
You gotta survive. Well, I wanted to read that. Kareem, bring that back. Read it to us.
What the hell are you doing, you crazy man?
I'll use my beautiful voice.
Okay.
All right.
Here's what I do. A couple things. I can do a logo like that. I mean,
that one's really good.
Yeah, that looks good, man.
That's not that hard. I also have a website. It's called Canva. It's it's free. It's not a big secret. They have some paid stuff.
I use that all the time.
And yeah, okay, cool.
Start by doing what's necessary. Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you are. Help me out here.
Oh, I was just showing you guys that you can add different stuff. You can move this.
Suddenly you are doing the impossible.
Yes.
St. Friends of Assisi. I love it.
And Kareem, bless his heart, he just made my whole website mobile friendly.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And here,
big time.
I have Adobe on my work computer, but I'm not gonna. I probably can't do it. But here's I have this thing called Brander. Literally, I can put in Skype training.
There you go.
And let's put IT and startup. I mean, this is being real lazy. And
that's cool.
And I just hit download. And
cool.
Oh, this is Canva. This is brander.io.
Yeah, and I have Crazy Kala and I have Photoshop.
Are you making?
Am I doing?
That's
what?
awesome.
What did you say, Julie?
Skype it to me. You want me to Skype you a Skype logo there?
Good. Yeah,
Is this what program is that you're working in there?
It's called Brander, but generally what I'll do is I'll take this, I'll download it, and then I'll go to Canva or I'll go to Crazy Kala, which I'm not going to get into because I'm still learning that. That's pretty crazy. Or I'll go to Illustrator if I need to, which is a Photoshop thing, and just mess with it. So I'm learning. I just picked this up last night. I'm just learning.
Put an eye in training.
Logos.
I've got one that I'm trying out right now too. That looks like it's going to be phenomenal. If it works out, if it performs well, I'll share it with you guys next time.
I also, last thing, I guess, not to get, because this really isn't about logos. I have this on my computer. Actually, I have too much stuff on my computer. This has little logos you can work with. So I can click on, I don't know, let's click on this. And then I can start to, take that out, and I could put the Entrepreneur Power Hour, or, eat cheese at Joe's, or well, there's different little things. And I'm not by any means a Photoshop or a logo expert, but I'm getting some experience.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna stop sharing that one.
That's exactly what I've been doing is
Really cool.
learning how to do Facebook ads, learning how to do, different graphics and stuff.
I use one called xheader.com, and the reason I used it because building websites, I wanted to know how big everything is, and you put it on a page, and it gives you the pixels right away, and it's a free app too, so free is good for me.
Yeah.
Free is good for everybody.
Yeah. It's just xheader.com if you wanted to look it up.
Well, free's good, but free's definitely good. Yeah, if you can find a good thing free, then definitely do it. I mean, I found some video software too that's free and different stuff. So maybe I can do a training on a bunch of these tools once I figure them out a little bit better.
Canva works excellent as well. I've used it a little bit, but I'm still learning on that one.
Wow, I haven't even seen some of these things I'm sending you, Kareem, in a long time. I could go on, but I'll stop there.
Yeah,
Julie's like
what I find with this business is you got to remember when it comes right down to everything, it's a people business. So if you're not connecting with a lot of people every day, you're not likely to get really far ahead at marketing or entrepreneurship, because sooner or later you have to talk to people and you have to get out there and meet lots of people. That's where social media really shines.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And the problem, I think, is there's some people who are like, well, I got to get good at graphics and SEO and video. And that is true. Those are all great skills, and I'm not saying any of them aren't. And I'm trying to get good at them myself. But you need to actually hit up somebody and be like, I saw your video. I saw what you did. I saw your training. Can we connect on Skype? Can we connect on Google? Oh, I'm Kareem. I do this. I'm passionate about this. And you just keep meeting new people. I try and make a goal to meet new people every day, even if they're just doing reviews on YouTube of random products or something I'm not even interested in. I at least want to connect with somebody and say, hey, what are you all about?
Right.
And you connect with one person, like I connected with Carl, and then Francis knew Bruce and Julie. I connect with Ron, and then I meet the Darius dude. He's not here tonight. And then it just keeps, we knew Nando from another place that I met Chris through. So it's definitely a whole spider web. Once you make a couple connections, you get 10 people, and then you can talk to them, say this is what I'm passionate about. And it definitely helps if you have something that you're interested in.
Yeah, sorry to talk over you. I remember when I first started on the internet, I learned list building, and that was what I taught. And I was so excited about just meeting people. I felt so incredibly wealthy with the number of people. We didn't have social media then. Just the unlimited potential, the capacity of the number of people that you can meet online all over the world. I remember just being so excited about that and setting up email autoresponders, and just every time I would write something to anybody in an email or on ICQ or Yahoo Messenger before I found Skype, anywhere, I would turn it into a follow-up email, and it was like me being me, having real conversations with real people that I really cared about. And those autoresponder series really worked. They worked really well. I remember calling myself a people collector, that I felt so wealthy because there were so many people in the world that I could connect to and help. And potentially even, of course, they can help me too. So again, it goes back to building community, and it's so true. You can go from community to community to community, and you can do that in Skype, and you can do that in Facebook, and you can do that in just about every social media there is. It's amazing the number of people that you can meet every day, and if you do your follow-up, if you can get back in front of them again and really connect with them where they're interested, where with topics that are interesting to them, then you can build a tribe and a community, family that does follow you and engages and participates, which is what we talked about today in Skype training.
Actually, I'm gonna add a new term. I love follow up. That's a big one. You know, there's another term I like better. It's kind of from the time you first meet that person, leading up to the follow up. There's also the follow through. I like the follow through, which is let's stay in touch with them, keep up to date, really build that relationship. Got to have that follow through to get to the follow up.
Exactly. That's what Francis said just a little bit ago. And it brings me back to one thing about the great John Paul Getty. He said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. And the way I've got that remodified is just imagine if there's a few of those people that say, I want to do my 100%, it becomes, instead of 100%, them doing 1%, it becomes 100%. And then you get 100 people doing 100%. I mean, that's a lot of
percents,
obviously. That's a lot of building. And it's all about building the relationship. Without building any relationship, it doesn't matter if it's friend, it doesn't matter if it's lover or whatever. It's all about building that relationship, knowing that person before you even talk about business, before you even go to that level. You know, get to know what their desires are, where they want to be. Because if you leave them out, it's going to be an awful short conversation, just saying.
Totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Hey, I had a quick comment on that 100% of 100 people. So I heard this statement, and I'm going to just share it with you guys, that it takes an act of God to move a mountain. Unless you have enough people, then all you need is shovels. Does that make sense to you guys?
Well, yeah, bro.
Unless you're Chinese, then you can do it with pebbles.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, more people you know, the more people you can connect with. I mean, you just end up with a massive ability to make things happen.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, because when you have many minds working together, you create a stronger paradigm shift and a stronger pull, and it goes out into the universe.
Absolutely.
And you got, that's like when you combine magnets, what happens? The magnetic force is stronger. Well, that's what we are. We're magnetic beings. So is it any surprise to anybody that, you know, now I'm not saying we attract absolutely everything we experience, because that is not true. You do not attract getting into a car accident unless you're driving like a retard. You don't attract getting hit by a train. You don't attract getting electrocuted, those kinds of things. And I'm not talking about if you stick your fork in a outlet, yeah, you're going to get zapped. I'm talking about freak accidents. Those kinds of things do happen. That is what I like to refer to as entropy. But I think entropy is very far and few between as opposed to manifestation. Because we are creators of everything that we want to have in our life. We can create that for ourselves. Because we have free will. Well, will translates into desire. Desire translates into intention. Intention translates into action. Action translates into results. Am I right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Totally agree.
Yep. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, guys, our audience, no excuses.
Step out there and do it.
Exactly. Yep. No excuses.
No excuses.
Step out there and do it.
Yeah. Honestly, it just takes the thing and say, I'm going to go and I'm just going to jump. I'm going to just see what happens. And really, there's 7 billion people on the planet. Somebody will be interested in what you're doing. Somebody will have an interest in you. If you're just willing to put yourself out there, get on camera, and start being a leader, not a follower, you definitely get some people interested. And yeah, it won't be easy at first. It might just be you doing Google Hangouts, talking to yourself. What do you think it takes to be an entrepreneur? I don't know. And then you can have sock puppets and people be like, what's going on with this dude? And then it's like, well, he's kind of funny. Let's hang out with him. Suddenly has 3 or 4 people.
Right.
Suddenly the guy
I'm going to think you're a little creepy when we hang up.
I guess I am.
You don't want to hang out with? That's like Sesame.
Start talking to sock puppets. I'm going to think it's creepy and hang up on you.
No. It's like Sesame Street for entrepreneurs. Like, One business. New business.
Yeah, well, I would be Oscar the Grouch. I mean, that's who I would want. I'd be like, I'm Oscar the Grouch, because I mean that was my favorite Sesame Street character, still is.
But don't just jump into it without knowing exactly what you want to talk about first.
Yeah.
Right on, Ron. That's exactly, if you get in over your head, then you're over your head. You don't know any knowledge. So you got to
How old my product?
That's where you make sure somebody else is on there to have something to say with you.
No, I couldn't think of
Hand this over to Kareem because I ran out of things to say.
Bye, Julie. Julie has to go.
Take it easy, Julie.
Everyone. This was fun.
Bye, Julie.
Bye.
See you next
Hey.
week, sir.
I
Been
couldn't.
vibrating with you. Been great vibrating with you. We're vibrational beings, so it's been great vibrating with you.
Yeah.
I'm giving
Absolutely.
up good vibration.
There you go. There you go.
I can't think of anything more embarrassing than to try to go out and present some service or product I'm going to do, and I don't have an answer.
Actually, what
that
would
would be
happen?
horrible.
It's happened. Well,
No, the answer is, you know what? I don't know right now, but I'll for sure find out.
Get back to you. Yeah. Get back to you.
I'll hit you up later. No, actually, that hasn't happened to me personally, but I go to Toastmasters, right, and they do public speaking. And sometimes there are these things called table topics, and they'll just pick someone. And what it is they ask you a question. You don't know what the question is. You have 1 to 3 minutes to talk about it. Now, after doing that, so the first time I had trouble. I really didn't have an answer. They'd say, like, Kareem, how do you get over winter? Oh, I don't know. It's cold. And then it actually came to practicing that. I was like, 3 points why I don't like winter and how to get over it and what you can do. And I was making jokes. And like, how are you doing this? It just comes with practice of sometimes you get a question you don't know. Sometimes you get a situation you don't know. Or I say, like, Ron, the guy from Shark Tank, or this dude just jumped on. What do we do now? What do we say? We got to figure it out. There's no like, oh, let me pull out my script. Well.
Hey, Kareem, that just reminded me of something. You know the guy from Dirty Jobs, Mike? I can't think of his last name, but.
Mike Rowe. I love that guy.
Mike Rowe, yeah. You know how he got started, how he got his break? He went in, he'd never done it before in his life. He went in to do a QVC television interview show. Right, or a QVC show, and the guy that hired him, the interviewer, just handed him a pencil and said, "Give me 2 minutes on this pencil." And he just sprung into talking about, how the lead has just the perfect amount of softness to the lead to be able to do this or this or this, and then he went into the eraser, and he did it so well that they hired him on the spot, and that launched his whole career.
Wow!
Just being able to take a pencil out of the blue and talk about it.
That's cool.
I've heard of some companies doing that to people when they're coming in for an interview process. It's
great way to find out if you can think on your feet.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Actually, I think that's good exercise. I think more people should be doing that because sometimes you get a situation where you can't just ask someone like something breaks and you can't say, I don't know what to do. That's not very helpful. But if you can sit there and come up with potential solutions at least, instead of just saying, I don't know how to fix this computer error. I don't know how to fix this car. I don't know what to do when this customer is angry. And then if you can think on your feet and say, what would I do? Okay, what have I done in the past? And you just come up, okay, here's my idea. And
Google it. Google is.
Keep another computer with Google on the side. That's right.
What is a pencil? What does Google say? What if you don't have a smartphone though?
Yeah, there you go.
One of my best paying gigs I ever received. I had to actually do a review on I think it was a trash hamper. Just a trash hamper. Okay, no problem. I had written it was a 3-page review on the thing. I ended up making like $1,500 right there. It was great.
They paid you to write a review on a trash can?
Yeah.
Ron, I can take my mop and my broom, dude, and I can write some serious stuff, man. Maybe.
I do recall I was a little drunk when I wrote it.
So you're saying it was entertaining?
Good for you.
If you can't think of what to say about the pencil, you just tell a story about a pencil. Or, a story it had a pencil in it, right?
I think it was because this is back in 91 or something like that. I remembered I was kind of half passed out on the floor, looking at this trash. I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna be sick." Oh, great stuff.
Great use for a trash can.
Yeah. Look, everything's blurry, but I can see this baby.
Okay, kids, don't try this at home. Don't drink before you write your reviews.
Some guys like, I watch the Power Hour. It's great content. Hand me that, Jack. All right, I'm gonna blog. This doesn't make any sense.
That'll definitely get your creative juices going.
Oh, the things we do when we're young.
How to get rid of the analyzer on Pay Me What I'm Worth.
Well, first step.
Pick your favorite mixed drink.
Or in my case, any drink.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's get Chris some Coors Light.
Okay, that is not even beer, so don't even go there.
Yeah,
Light beer is for people who don't know how to drink beer.
Coors is adult Kool-Aid.
Thank you.
Good one, Francis. Adult Kool-Aid. I always thought that was like the Twisted Teas was adult Kool-Aid, but I didn't know beer was.
Even worse. I'm a guy, if you're going to drink beer, at least give me a 6%. Like, come on. Give me something with some kick.
Yeah, but I'm a whiskey rock and roller. I don't get into that
Oh,
garbage.
there you go. Yeah, me too. I like cognac. I like whiskey. I like...
I'm a JD freak.
Until a few years ago, they didn't make a good American beer.
And that makes you an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Hey, he does beer reviews, so yeah.
You go for lunch and you look for a place that has their soup is whiskey with H2O croutons.
Sounds about right, Bruce.
Well, guys, I think we're going to close it out. I want to thank everyone for being here tonight, and we're going to be back next week. Not sure what we're talking about yet. It's going to be the third Tuesday of the month, so we're going to probably have a special show. We're going to get together with Ron Lester, and we're going to brainstorm. So anybody else have some input, feel free to give us your input on what you'd like to see us talk about.
I just love Julie.
Oh, yeah, she's great. I just have some other stuff I need to do right now. So
I would love to have more content on.
Love Julie, man. She's got so much to bring.
Oh, we lost you. What'd you say there, Francis? Carl broke up there.
I would love to see more content on
Carl.
how to connect avenues to connect and ways and means to connect with other people.
That's what we're doing with social media.
You're not talking to the same social set day in and day out.
Yeah, that's what we're doing the first Tuesday. We're doing social media stuff. So we've already got that covered, dear.
Great.
Awesome, yeah.
So, Kareem, I'm going to pass it back to you, bud.
I just want to thank everybody for being here. Bill Maybauer, Bruce, Nando, Josh Bendowski, Doug, Carl, Francis, and I hope we can have some fun. I hope we knew what it takes to be an entrepreneur and to drink quality alcohol. I had a lot of fun tonight. I think it was one of our best shows, and I really appreciate you guys. Without you, there is no show. So just keep coming back, keep having fun, and
that sounds like an AA meeting. Keep coming back.
Keep coming back.
Perhaps if you work it, right?
Hey, hey, I'm just speaking. I have no script here. Like, I'm interviewing my camera, basically. I'm gonna start interviewing inanimate objects, maybe like Ron. Like,
That's just sticking with the theme. Yeah.
what do you think, Mr. Pistachios? Good job. Okay.
Well, I want to say that I look at every one of you as my personal mentor.
Thank
And
you.
I learn something from every one of you every time I come. So I really appreciate the whole shebang of people being here every week.
Well, Francis, we learn a lot from you too, and you have a lot of years of wisdom, and your voice is always appreciated. And you know, everybody makes it happen. We all do it together. See, that's masterminding. That's the essence of masterminding right there.
Hey, Francis, I still need a mailing address for you so I can send you some of those samples you asked for.
I gave it to you. I will put it right here in the chat.
Okay. 'Cause I don't think I got it.
You want a mailing address or an email?
If you want samples, I need a mailing address.
Okay, I'll put it right here.
I just can't get over the power that we've brought tonight to this call. I mean, it's been electrifying, especially, you know what I'm saying? It's just been right off the scales, and if anybody don't tune in, they got an issue because they need to feel it. They need to feel our good vibrations.
Well, now we know we can get the beer from Chris and the nuts from Kareem.
Yeah, we're basically Cheers. We're in the modern day.
Yeah.
Where everybody knows your name. I want to be Norm, actually, or Sam.
You can't be Norm. He drinks all the time.
I drink all the time, too. It's just V8.
Yeah, when he shows up on the show, everybody says, Carl! So he would be Norm.
Yeah, Carl. Oh, yeah. Carl. He's got to have a beer in his hand, though. I mean, or a glass of whiskey, one of the two.
Oh, yeah, well, I'll have to send someone to the store next trip. So we can toast off to the world. Yeah, man, we're whipping. We're whipping in victory.
Why shouldn't we have a toast at the end of every show? Get your favorite beverage and toast. I think that'd be great.
I'd be like, hell yeah.
I mean, as long as we don't do it too much, and then people start thinking it's a cocktail hour. And,
Oh, great. Class is dismissed.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I have an olive jar. Does that count?
I better go here. We'll see you guys.
I enjoyed myself tonight, guys. If you guys want to keep chatting, that's fine. Josh, was that you?
Yeah, that was me. It was fun, man. Had a lot of fun with you guys tonight.
Well, you know you're always welcome back, my brother. We love you,
Josh.
Absolutely, yeah. Good to meet you guys.
Great seeing you all.
Take care of yourself, bud.
Great seeing you all.
Great seeing everybody. All right, Nando. I will see you guys later.
Okay, take care.
Let's rock the team.
Everybody.
Let's rock the teamwork out there. Let's take this to the socials. That's what we're about.